You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. But let's take a close look inside the package. So when it comes to some of these dirty cheap models or cheaper editions, it also hit or miss. And this is also called this thing the keep fighting. The screen protector, I would say the screen protector, let's remove it. So at the front, take consideration is that with these breaking things, so we're not going to get, let's say, Gorilla Glass whatsoever. It's most of the time very thin plastic, so it will scratch up fairly easy. Over here we're going to get the navigation buttons, the analog stick. It's similar to the Nintendo Switch but without the click. And then we're going to get ourselves the A, B, X, Y and L and R at the front. A very cool 6-button layout, no buttons at the back, but yeah, we can replace the battery, so that's kind of cool. On-off switch over here at the side. At the bottom we're going to get ourselves a tiny headphone jack and a micro SD card, the micro USB connection for data transfer. But let's open it up, by the way. What kind of battery are we going to get? That also is very convenient that you can remove the battery. And the reason why is if you're going to leave it in and we're just going to use the Handheld for a couple of months, it's highly possible it's going to be destroyed. Yep. Nevertheless, it's going to be the BL5C. This is an old school Nokia battery. Yeah, the quality, you can see that something went already wrong. Ooh, no, that's not great. Nevertheless, how much milliamp is this thing? It's 850 milliamp. So it's misprint, or they're just slapping a different battery in here. But it's very cool. You can bring a couple of them with you. They're very dirty cheap to buy if you need a replacement. We really don't need the screw, but we're just going to put it back in. It's not really convenient because otherwise you need to bring your screwdriver with you every single time you want to replace the battery or you want to swap it out for a different one. There is no way of like adding an, let's say, normal battery, so you're stuck with the chargeable things. Yep, it's powering on. It will give you the welcome screen that I have seen before, by the way. So the viewing angle of these things are not bad or that bad. They're just what you can expect from your cheap devices. Let's say that. But what I actually going to get more in the box, that is interesting. So we're going to get ourselves a very long, okay, quality micro USB cable, and of course the toilet paper manual. Let's see, there's not a lot of explanation, not even in English, or there is, yes there is from this side, but yeah, there is not a lot of information how it actually works. So I will show you in this video what I'm actually going to get and how it works. In my previous videos I have been very negative. And the reason why is because some of these devices having a very bad interface. This interface will not be particularly very bad, but for example, these, let's say, thumbs that you're having over here or the tiny logos, you cannot switch them out. So let's say the file will be removed or switched out, it's just that link. So that is a little bit of a bummer. We're going to get ebook, the folder. With the folder we can navigate through the SD card itself. That are one of those features. We can even watch a video if you want to. So the volume control is at the front. By pressing it you can lower the volume if you want to. Let's see if there is anything on here. Directed list. Nope, there are no video files on this particular thing. Alright, we're going to get an error message. But that's it. No, there are no video files, but just wanted to show they can actually like open it up. And calculator, yeah, one of those things I'm thinking, why are you having even this on a device like this? Let me know in the comments if you even use this. Over here we're going to get the display. Here we can change out the backlight if you want to. The backlight is quite bright, to be honest. So let's set it to 4, but I just want to give you an example that it is even having an option 5. Oh crap. Yes, and then press A again. Okay. For power saving mode, language, advanced settings, here we're going to get some information, username. This is the updated version, what I can see of the firmware version. It's not 1.0. Card capacity. Then we're going to get the tune that we can switch out. So there's not a special ratio so far. Going into the game list, here we're going to get ourselves just random, and let's say an overview of a couple of systems that we can actually play. Like the box says, there were 6 of them. But let's try a couple of the systems. Let's start with Super Famicom. Let's see how our overall emulation is, because this is going to be a hit or miss with these things. Before you're going to boot up a game, you're going to get the option to restart. It's kind of interesting. It always says restart was actually starting the game. Load process. Here we're going to get the settings, sound output, key mapping, and screen size. So with screen size, we can use the original size if you want to. We have scale. So you can mess around with the aspect ratio if you want to. Here we're going to get nothing much of an information or any settings. Let's start the game and let's see how it actually looks and plays. Yeah, so when it comes to this aspect ratio, we need to go back to the menu. Simply because pressing home, we can go to the certain menu where we're starting from, and here we can change out the aspect ratio if you want to. So a little bit of a bummer, so I have set it to original. Then we're going to get ourselves scale. I just wanted to show you how that actually looks. And here you can see that it looks way better. That's actually how it should be. With the black bars to the left or right side to get at least a better overall, let's say, aspect ratio. I do hear some frame drops going on. But I must say that I'm quite surprised by the overall emulation performance. Another cool feature is that we do have an amazing audio quality. No input lag when it comes to the audio. Now I must say that I'm quite surprised when you're looking at the previous models I've reviewed on the channel. A lot of them had issues, but it seems to be working just fine now. And I was also surprised by the overall quality of the speaker itself here at the front. So if you want to go to the quick load quick save, what you can do actually is making that quick load quick save. Pressing the home button will bring you back here. You can go return to the game, restart the game, or just go out of the game itself. We have to have this game guide, but there is no file for that. There is no cheating option, but let's say I'm going return. I just want to go to the certain point that I didn't mess it up. Here we can go to the load for progress. I already made a save. Here it says have archive, but the bummer is we don't have a screenshot. With some of the handhelds that will have a screenshot. And that's it. So that works pretty damn nice. So one of the tests is of course Sega Mega Drive Genesis with the Sonic 3 game. And the reason why, because they do tend to mess up the emulator itself. So far so good. We do have some amazing overall performance when it comes to the speed. No weird audio delay too. We do have screen tearing to the maximum level. We also have stereo sound, because also that is something they try to mess up. I need to get used to the analog stick, but and a lot on their stage sometimes be completely messed up. But so far so good. At this particular Keep Fighting device, or the NX35, they did improve it quite a lot. So it's still not perfect. I've seen a lot of screen tearing, some weird things going on with some audio, with some emulators, but the overall performance is not bad at all. When you're looking at, let's say, the way how it looks, it's not the most comfortable handheld because it's very thin. But yeah, in combination with the 6 facing front buttons, we can play all of the games without any problem. Thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and it will be great to see you in the next video.